You know, you see chicken running around all day long, but you know, one of those chicken was going to be dinner.
Hi everyone, I'm Matt LaMarsh with Keller Williams First Atlanta, and this is Selling Sandy Springs. So we'll start out with who you are and where we are today.
Okay. My name is Chef Rob. I'm the chef and the owner of Chef Rob Caribbean Cafe. I've been here in Sandy Spring for 13 plus years. This is an authentic Caribbean restaurant in the heart of Sandy Springs. Right now we're in the lounge area. It's in the afternoon on a Tuesday. It's kind of quiet right now, but this is the area that we normally utilize for parties and events, you know, during the week, mainly on the weekend. And then we have the restaurant side, which we'll get over there a little bit while, where we do a lot of lunch, a lot of corporate stuff. It's a full service restaurant and bar. I've been a part of this community for a long time. I actually live in Sandy Springs, a mile up the street. Been in Sandy Springs for about 20 years. Worked in multiple restaurants in Sandy Springs, but I'm originally from New York. But my origin is Jamaica, West Indies. Born and raised. Grew up in Brooklyn, New York. I was sent down here about 20 years ago by Sean Puff Daddy Combs. And I opened up Justin's in Buckhead. So I was probably the youngest chef that worked for Sean Puff Daddy Combs 20 years ago.
Wow.
Did a lot of work in the community, did a lot of work with catering, and that's where it really started off, you know, catering. Then the catering, you know, ventured off into me opening a restaurant in 2006. Then the restaurant ventured off and me opening up the Upstair Lounge, which we're sitting in right now. And then that morphed right into a food truck. So if you can't get to us, we could get to you with the food truck.
Awesome.
You know, right now the food truck is currently down at Clark Atlanta University. We have a contract with Sodexo, and we service the kids, you know, 2 days out of the week. Some days I'm over at the Summit, which is not far away, by Villa Christina. Some days I'm over by the King and Queen building, which my wife Tashana works over. She also works for the CAC. She does do a lot of events and corporate stuff, you know, with the city of Sandy Spring. And yeah, we enjoy being a part of the community. You know, we are a staple part of the community. We do, like I said, authentic Caribbean cuisine. We're not in competition with no one because this is the only restaurant that really feature. It's a one-stop shop. You have catering, you have restaurant, you have a lounge, and you have the food truck. So you have a four-headed monster. So whatever you want, we could get it done.
Very good, very good.
Yeah.
Well, talk a little more about you, and obviously you've got a wonderful background in terms of being in the restaurant business. Kind of, it sounds like growing up in it, more or less, right? In your professional life, at least.
Well, I came from Jamaica when I was 11 years old, and I was a greedy kid. So I was always in the kitchen watching and seeing what my mother was doing. And my older sister, Jackie, she was a baker. By trade, she's a dental hygienist in New York, but she also bakes on the side. I never had the patience for baking, so I always got in the kitchen and, you know, and cooked. When I graduated from high school, I really wanted to go to the forces, but my paperwork wasn't 100%, you know, being an immigrant. It took a little time.
Sure.
So I ventured off to CIA, which is Culinary Institute of America. I graduated back in 1993 with perfect attendance, and I'm very proud of that. So yeah, this was the Poughkeepsie campus, one of the toughest culinary school, bar none. And I love that school. So I learned a lot in the industry. I learned a lot at school. You know, I contribute a lot what I learned from my college, you know, and I utilize it every day with my staff that I have here. This is my passion. This is what I've done. My son he's 27 years old. He's in the industry. He's helping out as much as he can. My wife Tashana, she helps out as much as she can. And it's a family business. You know, we trying to, I don't like to use the word trying. I want to be able to leave a legacy for my kids, you know, moving forward, to be able to say, well, you know, Dad, you know, put this restaurant together 40, 50 years ago, and it's still going. So that's my goal.
Yeah.
You know, when I'm moved on, you know, at least I have Chef Rob's or the other concept, the fast casual concept that I'm working on, to be able to continue to live.
Yeah, fantastic. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most authentic, where are we on the scale for
10
specific?
plus. 10 plus.
Okay, very good.
I'm Jamaican. I was born and raised. Back in Jamaica when we grew up, every Sunday we had brown stew chicken. And, you see chicken running around all day long, but, one of those chicken was going to be dinner. And I was a chicken catcher. So, you have to be fast. You have to be quick to be able to grab that chicken. And we utilize everything. You grew up in an island, not a third world country, but we utilize everything. Same thing what I do at the restaurant. I minimize everything. I watch everything. I'm a chef that's on site. Most of the time you might see me running back and forth, catering. I'm physically here on a daily basis. So I love being a part, of what goes on a daily basis. And people, see me, they say hello, how you doing? But I'm always moving.
Yeah. So if someone wants to find out more about the catering, the food truck, having the food truck come out, or even just coming in the restaurant, or maybe even renting out the whole lounge here, what's the best kind of next step for them?
Well, the call to action is always, call the restaurant. We have a very easy number, 404-250-3737. Or visit the website, which is Chef Rob's with an S, cafe.com. Or just physically just come in, grab a menu. We have a takeout menu, we have food truck menu, and we have catering menu. So when you look at the menu, you could look at what your budget is, and you can figure out exactly what your customer like, because you know your customer better than I do. And then you could just figure it out. You give us a call, we put it together, we send it over, you pay for it, and we drop it off. Very easy. We also like to give back to the community. We have $100 gift cards for $79 at our local Costco, one in Perimeter and also one in Brookhaven. We also like to give back to our first responders, our local firemen and police officers. We like to give them 15 to 20% off, off their lunches or dinner when they do come in. They do take care of us, throughout the week.
Absolutely.
So we always want to give back to the community because it's the community that keeps us here. We do provide a lot of holiday parties, for anything that's going on, not necessarily just for holidays, for birthday, any special events, wedding, whatever it takes that makes sense, we try to accommodate as much as possible.
Yeah, very good. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate it, man.
You're more than welcome.